Introducing the NS Micro Clip-Free Tuner. It's a discrete headstock tuning solution that stays put and stays out of sight. Tune up quickly and discreetly.
You're gonna get it a little copyright infringement.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Maybe 3 notes.
Yeah, no, any more than that. It was totally you until that tip of the hat to the Mighty Van Halen.
Oh yeah, of course. It just went there. It just, you know, so there you go.
Yeah, that was great. All right, hey, with Richie Faulkner of Judas Priest. Man, Richie, it is great to meet you, man. I love your work. Great to hear like some proper metal shredding right here.
Thank you very much, man.
At painful volume.
The wedges aren't even on yet, so I mean that's only kind of like a third of the volume.
Yeah.
I can just about hear you at the moment. My ears are gone.
I think a filling knocked out of my tooth right then on that first.
As it should be.
Yeah,
as it should
be. Man, okay, tell me about. Let's start with this guitar.
Well, this is a guitar I've had since 2011.
Right when you started?
Right when I started, yeah. We realised we needed a Floyd Rose guitar. I didn't have one at the time. I had a couple of Les Pauls and stuff like that. I had an SG, and I didn't want to put a Floyd on a Les Paul. It's too much wood to take out. The SG seemed a bit too thin, and it's Judas Priest. So I thought, what a great opportunity to put one on a V. And so I asked the guys at Gibson if they could do me something, and I gave them a spec. And it wasn't like this originally. It had just the single scratch plate. It was the 50s shape, and the 50s like half scratch plate, but it was bound, neck, body, head, the block inlays, and the EMGs. And I think at the time it was 81, 85 EMGs, the input jack in the top wing, and that's basically what it was. And since then, since 2011, I've just been customizing it with buckle rash, and I've got the double scratch plate on it. I was looking for something that kind of gave a different aesthetic, but also served a purpose as well. So underneath this, all the paint's gone because I used to scratch it off with the cuffs that are obligatory with the Priest. So not only is it sets it apart looks-wise, it kind of serves a purpose as well. So then I changed the pickups. These are 57, 66 EMGs, one volume knob. And that's pretty much it. There's stuff like I didn't want the diamond on the headstock because Jimi Hendrix didn't have he had a Flying V at the Isle of Wight, and it just had the Gibson logo, no diamond logo. So I didn't want that on there. So yeah, and as you can see, it's just been worn down over the years. Like
high miles.
Yeah, I mean it's really worn down here. I'm not quite sure what that's from. It's like chains and studs and stuff like that, and the neck's been all worn down. So that's the main V.
An ebony fingerboard, right?
Ebony fingerboard.
Mahogany body?
All mahogany, yep. And I was using it on a song called Halls of Valhalla at the time, and I just thought that was a good idea at the time. And it stayed on there. Got some ring stuff up here from rings, which Hendrix had as well, you know.
Sure.
Locking nut. It's kind of stripped down. As I said, it hasn't got the double volume or tone or anything like that. It's stripped down in some regards. But in other regards, with the Floyd, with the EMG, with the block inlays, it's kind of like a souped up version, you know what I mean? So, so I've been using that since I got it, and use it. This is the main V, really.
That's your number one.
That's the number one V, and this is the one that the signature is based on as well.
That's a perfect segue. Let's talk about the signature.
Let's get it.
Okay, so this is your signature.
This is a signature. So this is based on the number one V that I just showed you, and it's pretty much an identical copy. It's got the double scratch plate, the 57, 66 EMGs, and it's got the input jack on the wing there. I mean, on the other Vs, on the 67 styles, and some of the 50s styles, the input jack's down here.
Yeah.
So you put it through your strap, and you've got like a bit of a lead trail coming here. with all the jumping about, don't do so much of anymore. Getting a bit older, but it's just easier to put it there. It's a lot more streamlined.
Yeah,
it's out
clean.
the way. But yeah, apart from that, it's a direct copy. The only difference is on this one, as you saw on the Gibson, all the paint has started to come off the back of the neck. And I didn't, you know, it looks a bit unsightly. I'm fine with it, but someone who's buying a new guitar off the shelf, they might not like that. So we wanted to come up with a way of recreating the feel of the paintless, varnished neck, varnishless neck, but still looking attractive. And the Master Builder came up with a satin idea.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, ironically, this one's going shiny because I use it so much. Wow. That's the funny thing.
That doesn't feel like a finish.
No, originally it was more like this. It was like a, you know, more matte satin, but because I use it so much, it's starting to get shiny, ironically. But so we did that, and it works perfectly. And
so when your tech hands you a guitar, if you're not looking, can you tell the difference?
Yeah, I can tell the difference. All of them. I mean, I had a couple of 1974 customs, same year, and they were totally different. I mean, every guitar, in my opinion, is different. You know what I mean? So you can always tell, especially if you're this close to them. If you're, you know, you've got like a relationship with them. We use them every day. On these sort of conditions, you get to know them pretty quickly. So this is actually a bit heavier than the other V, and I've got another one of these which is white, which is slightly lighter than this one. So I can tell, and I've got slightly different. The white one has got a slightly more snappier tone, which is great. All tools are different, and they do different jobs. So, but yeah, that's basically it. And it's got the battery compartment in the back, which we had to actually put in the original because that wasn't the original.
Right.
Just for ease of use for the EMG battery to go in there.
So it comes with, your signature comes with those EMGs in the...
It comes with the EMGs in the battery compartment, so you can just put the battery in there easily, and you're ready to rock again.